Alright, here we go. Week 12, Championship Night in the SJD Design Super Late Model Series. Let's go ahead and have a look at your grid. Your pole sitter tonight, Fitting. Also going to wrap up the championship here tonight. Should he complete just one lap, which I think he's capable of. That's Seth Johnson in the title theme machine there. The number 5. To his outside, new paint scheme. Good looking cars. Tony Martin. Usually see him running up front. He's going to be wrapping up second in the points tonight, as long as he completes a lap. Back there starting at P3 tonight. Always see him up front as well. Ever since he joined the series, the upper driving range machine. That's going to be Aaron Kitchen in the 17. To his outside, first night with the series, 14. That's going to be Tyler Barr. We'll see what he's got tonight. Behind him, Stephen Hott in the 84 machine. Just outside of Stephen in the Contango 28 machine. Racing for Surge Performance. It's going to be Chris Sons, Tony's teammate. Rounding out the field is going to be Kyle Boland and Stu Rapp back there. So that's your field. 100 laps is the call tonight here for championship night. We'll see what these guys have. Seth Johnson, Tony Martin. Here we go. Seth will get the green and take him down into 1. Oh! Chris Sons had to check up big. You saw that. As he gets into the tires there. And him and Stu Rat now back there battling. And Chris is looking like he might be having some connection issues here. I don't know. I'm not sure. Ooh, that was close. And it looks like that might have caused him to get up into the wall just now. Oh, not the way he wanted to start his night. Chris Sons was in contention for 3rd place tonight in the series. It's just about the only trophy that was not decided. Definitely not the way he wants to start his night. Long night to go though. 100 lapper. Guys got to watch their fuel tonight. Got to watch their tires. Tracks certainly going to wear in. Lap traffic going to play a factor. Long night ahead. See Aaron working the inside of both Tony and Seth here. Down the backstretch. As the front 3 have broken away from the field. Stephen Hott kind of back there on an island by himself. 4th, Tyler Barr behind him. Stu Rat, and then Kyle Boland. Kyle Boland, huge contact with the wall there. Gets it off the track, it looks like. iRacing is going to throw a caution. As here comes the pace truck. So we'll back it up there just a little bit. And we'll see if we can't figure out exactly what happened to Kyle Boland. He makes some hard contact with the wall here. Just gets up into the loose stuff, and he's going to leave some parts on the track. Oh, looked like he was headed to finish off the flagman there. So that'll put Kyle in the pits. Go ahead and try to let these guys get re-racked. So Aaron Kitchen up front So far, 9 of 100 in the books. Tony Martin running in P2. Seth Johnson running back there in the 3rd spot. So exciting early. We're not even 1/10 of the way through this one, as we got some connection issues causing Chris Sons to get up and make contact with the wall there. And then Kyle Bolin just does not get the car rotated in center of the corner, and up into the wall he goes. And he leaves some parts on the track. Ready to go green, your front row. Aaron Kitchen, Tony Martin. Here we go. Aaron, good jump. Guess he's gonna take that high line. Here, Tony. Battle is on in the back. You see the 14 of Tyler there, he goes high. He's gonna lose a ton of spots. Chris Sons able to sneak his way through. Grab a bunch of spots back. We'll see if he can get himself back onto the lead lap here. Meanwhile, up front, Aaron Kitchen gapping the field. Starting to put some distance between him and Seth Johnson. Tony Martin basically just hanging right there with Seth. Could be just conserving. Stu Rat, he's across the track here in front of the leaders. My goodness. My, oh my. That's going to bring out a caution. Go back and see exactly what happened to Stu Rat here. As he's already in trouble here. I imagine those parts belong to him. They do. Let's see what happens. Looks like he maybe just got stuff as well. Oh, yeah. Tyler Barr just barely makes it around. My goodness, that was close. And of course, we already saw the rest of what transpired there. So back up to live race in action. These guys go ahead and get re-racked. Championship night here. The SJD Design Super Late Model Series. You see Aaron slowing up there. As the pace truck's got to get by him. A little different challenge for the drivers tonight, as we're going to do 100 laps, and these cars really only good for about 75 to 78 or so hard green flag laps, depending on your throttle control. So these guys are really going to have to pedal it if they're going to want to make it tonight. As we said before, a lot of the points position is already set. Your series champion is going to be Seth. Tony, he's going to wrap up the hardware for second. Really the only one up in the air between Stephen Hott and Chris Sons for third. So a little bit of fun tonight. Something different. As the pace truck is pulled off, we're getting ready to go green. Aaron Kitchen, Seth Johnson, your front row. See what they got. Aaron, great jump. Seth right behind him. And we're going to be almost 3 wide back there. Big blink there from Chris Seth again. We're into issues tonight. Tyler Barr having a good run. Tyler, Tony, and Chris are in that restart. They were inches apart. Aaron still ripping the high side. Still has the lead. Chris, he drifts a little bit high there in that corner. Very easy here, the end of the straightaways, to overstep your boundaries and just get just over that cushion, jump the cushion, and we saw it happen to Kyle Bolin early. Once that happens, you're gone. Right in front of these cars, very sensitive. Brake the steering on them. We'll be visiting the pits. One thing that is not allowed with these cars within iRacing is refueling. So that's why fuel is such a big issue. So we see Chris Sons jump the curb again back there. Manages to save it. Good piece of driving there from Chris Sons. Stephen Hott right behind him. Let's go on board with the driver of the 84 machine here, because he's right behind Chris Sons. How bumpy the track is there. Just how yacht out these drivers have these cars. So Seth there working the inside, Tony right behind him. And at the gap here, Aaron pulling away. Seth and Tony. Gotta wonder if he's using up too much fuel right now, though. Long green flag run. He could put them a lap down if they save too much. Big mental game there. We see Chris Sons working the high side. See if he can get around Tyler Barr. Tyler continuing to run in that 4 spot right now. Chris, not the night he wanted for sure. He's shown 5 laps down right now. That Contango 28 machine. Be hearing a lot about that company as we have a very exciting series coming up. Contango generously sponsor that for us. We will talk more about that when that series comes up here in just a couple weeks. Out front right now, speaking of upcoming series, the Duffner's driver, range machine at 17 of Aaron Kitchen. As the yellow is going to be out. You saw it there, the 14 of Tyler Barr. He got spun around. Go ahead and take a look at it here. Oh no. You see who's right there with him. Back it up just a little bit here. Looks like Chris is going to give a good run down into the corner. And the 14 is just going to get a little too sideways. Kill his momentum. Not much Chris Sons can do in that situation there. Certainly not intentional. But it does bring out a yellow. So caution out on the speedway. 33 laps, 100 here in the books. Week 12, the last week, championship night. The SJD Designs Super Late Model Series. While we're letting these guys get re-racked up, take the opportunity and thank Seth Johnson and SJD Design for sponsoring this series and giving us something fun to watch and participate in for 12 weeks. It's been a good time. If you need a paint or any sort of graphics or anything like that, Seth is definitely the guy to get with. Top notch. Does all the graphics here for the league. Many of the paint schemes you see out here on the track are done by Seth. There he is in the 5. So we appreciate you. You see Tony Martin with the new paint scheme. Speaking of paint schemes, right there. As we're re-racked, ready to go. They're getting lined up down the backstretch here. Aaron Kitchen, gonna take him to the green. Seth will be to his outside. Tony Martin, Stephen Ott behind him. Here we go. Green, green, green. Aaron on the high side. Tony on the low side. Tony has separated himself. He could throw a blanket over the next 4 cars there. Chris works his way right up to the bumper of Tyler again. High side seems to be the preferred side. Although Tony has been making that low line work. We saw him down there in 1 and 2 last time by. Let's see if he uses that line again. Certainly running lower than everybody else right now. You get down low on this track and you flirt with those tires, you can wind up disastrous. While Aaron, Seth, and Tony have stretched this one out, Tyler Moore, Stephen Ott, Chris Sons back there in a battle. Chris throws a slider on Stephen there. So he cleared the 84. Set his sights on Tyler Moore now. Right now, back there running in 6th place, still on the lead lap. Up front, Tony's managed to run down Aaron here. Aaron really working the edge of what's possible there on that cushion. Tony's still making the low line work for him. On board here with Aaron Kitchen. You see right there, Tony throws the slider. Aaron with the crossover move. Good racing right here. Two of the best late model drivers in the league. Here they come. Aaron throws it in there, makes it stick. Not a lot of people can do that and not get into the driver next to them. A lot of talent and respect for these drivers right here. Aaron closes right back up to Tony here. As they have all but forgot about Seth Johnson. About 2.5 seconds back to him now. So Tony gonna lead some laps here at Lucas Oil tonight. See Seth back there, P3. Tyler Barr running in that 4th spot. Sun's flirting to the edge of that cushion there. Some unfortunate internet issues for him tonight. Up front, Tony Martin. Getting ready to come up on some lap traffic here, working lap 53. They're over halfway here. Championship night, the SJD Design Super Late Model Series. Remember, these guys have to save fuel tonight or they will not make it. Cannot drive this like a normal race. So we're fixing to find out who has saved and who hasn't. Stu Rat looks to be in trouble as he jumps the tire there. Probably not great for the front end of that late model. Amazing, he didn't rip the front end off that thing. And he's gonna dip it into pit road. Obviously, ill handling from the contact there with the tire. Oh, Stephen Hott almost into the side of Chris Sons there. Chris probably a little more sideways than he wanted to get. Lost a lot of momentum there in the middle of 3 and 4. Stephen Hott came in with a head of steam and a checkup. Right behind the 84 right now. You see Chris Sons dipping on the pit road is the 22, your leader. Steven's gonna let him go. So Tony Martin right now continuing to lead. Aaron Kitchen gonna throw a slider in there in between the 28 and 84. It's around Chris. Back to the high side and back to work he goes. Chasing down Tony Martin. Seth Johnson right now. A country mile back there. 5.6 seconds off the lead. And Seth's gonna have to work his way around lap traffic if he wants to get up to Aaron. We talked about it earlier, that low line. Tony's still working it. Able to get underneath the 14 there. Tyler Barr. No problem. Seth Johnson going to work the low line there around Chris Sons. Seth's still got some work to do. He's running in the third spot right now. Good enough for a podium, but he's going to get up there and try to challenge Aaron or Tony for that matter. It's going to take some doing. I'm just watching this right here as Aaron is trying to get around the 6 of Kyle Bolin. And he's able to clear him. Always get kind of nervous. Lap cars near the leaders. But Kyle Bolin's able to hold it low there. Let Aaron by. Yellow is out on the speedway here. And we will see if we can find the cause. Watching the 6 of Kyle Bolin here. Yellow is already thrown at that point. I believe it was due to the 28 of Chris Sons. We will double check here. Oh, wow. Sure was. Watch this. You're going to see Chris Sons try to get onto pit road here. He's got to slow for the 84 to get by. And then he's going to make that hard right. And Stu Rat, oh my goodness.
What the hell was that?
That was very close to disaster. Wow. So these guys are going to go ahead and get stacked back up here. Tony Martin, probably not the caution he wanted to see. He was out front by a pretty good margin. $69 to $100 here in the books. Aaron gonna dip it into the pits. Not sure if he's headed in there for fuel. Cannot fuel these cars. iRacing does not allow these cars to fuel. Otherwise, we would have enabled the option. Also cannot do it with Indy cars. Aaron back out of the pits after presumably finding out he is probably going to need to save a little more fuel. Either way, we are re-racked, restacked, ready to go. Tony Martin, Seth Johnson, front row. Aaron Kitchen, Tyler Barr, right behind him. Tony gonna clear the field down into 1. Oh, Kyle Bolin, Matthew Stewart. They make heavy contact there. Stu-Rat gets it off the track. And it seems like iRacing is gonna be satisfied with that, I guess. Do not throw a caution. Oh, Aaron Kitchen was barely able to get around. Right rear there, Tyler Barr. So right now, Tony Martin, leader, Johnson, P2, Aaron Kitchen, P3. Good battle right here between Tyler Barr and Stephen Hott. both one lap down right now to your front three. So that battle back there is fourth position. They battle it out fourth spot. Looks like Stu Rat might be waiting to come out of the pits there. 25 to go. Tony Martin starting to stretch that lead out right now. So lap traffic probably going to play a role in this one. And we're about to see who's saved. As it is getting down to crunch time here. Only 3 to go. Aaron takes a peek on the high side. Rips the cushion, coming out of 4. He'll have P2 at the stripe over Seth there. Maybe choosing just to get just close enough to pressure Seth and using his fuel up. Maybe some mind games being played here. Up front, Tony Martin. Oh man, Kyle Mullen sideways almost takes the leader out. Right now, we're watching third place. Aaron Kitchen, 19 to go. About 7 seconds back off the lead. Stephen Hott and Tyler Barr behind him, both 1 lap down. So they're fighting for position, but not with Aaron. So Aaron is the last car on the lead lap right now. Seth trying to get around his teammate Kyle Mullen there. You saw it at the bottom of your screen. My goodness. You think your teammates would let you around a little easier here? Not so much. Aaron, he's stuck back there in traffic right now. Trying to get around the 14. Meanwhile, Tony Martin, 15 to go. He's got about 4.7 right now over second place, Seth Johnson. Seth has clear track in front of him though. But did they save enough? Closest battle on the track right now. Tyler Barr, Stephen Hott, 14 to 84 there. Running right behind Aaron Kitchen.
Out of fuel.
Oh, and you heard it on the radio right there. 17 machine, Aaron Kitchen, out of fuel with 12 to go. So no pressure at all out back from Seth Johnson. Just got 4 seconds worth of track ahead and he needs to work through to get up to Tony. Tony coming up on lap traffic right now though. Tony Martin, 10 to go, this time by. Can he close out the season with a win? Man, that's unfortunate. 17 of Aaron Kitchen. It's 12 laps. Finishing off the podium here tonight. Hasn't finished outside the podium since joining the league. To go. Big lead for Tony here, but you gotta wonder if he saved enough fuel. Seth starting to close in, about 3.5 seconds. lap traffic there. Tony trying to work around him. That's 6 to go. Tony gonna use that low line. No stranger to that. Gets around the 84. Back to the high side to keep the momentum going. Seth has closed within a second now. Tony gonna need to get around this 14 machine. Tyler Barr quickly. Doesn't let Seth get too close. But will it matter? Do they even have enough fuel? We don't even know. I mean, you saw how sudden it is. You could run out just halfway down the backstretch on the last lap. You don't know. Three to go at the stripe. That's going to put Tyler Barr up into P3 with Aaron Kitchen having run out of fuel there. Amazing run for him. Able to put it on the podium here tonight. Looks like as long as we can finish this thing out. 2 to go. Is Seth going to be able to get there? No traffic in the way for either driver. Did you save enough tire? Did you save enough fuel? Here we go. White flags out for Tony Martin. One more time around Lucas Oil. Can Tony Martin close the season with a win? Through 3 and 4, Seth Johnson not going to get there. Tony Martin going to take the win. Seth Johnson, P2. Tyler Barr going to bring it home in that third spot tonight.
Nice race, Tony.
Tony Martin
Yeah,
pulls
good
off
run.
the win. You hear radio communications there with the drivers. Both drivers, a lot of respect for each other out here. So we're going to get lined up for trackside interviews here.
All right, starting off tonight with our third place driver, Tyler Barr. You got a copy? All right, seems Tyler's having some comms issues. We'll move over to the number 5 SJD Design Machine. Second place finisher tonight, Seth Johnson. You got a copy, sir?
Yep, I got you.
Hey, gutsy race there. It was a tight fuel window tonight. 100 laps here at Lucas Oil to finish out championship night in the SJD Design Super Late Model Series. But you were able to get it done, bring it home second. Good battle between you and Tony and Aaron there until he ran out of fuel at the end. You want to break down the race for us?
Yeah, 100 laps was a lot of laps, and fuel saving was extremely important in this race. So I stayed around the bottom quite a bit during the race. Just tried to let off as much as I could, just kind of save it. I'm looking right now, I got 4 laps of fuel left, so tried to push hard at the end. I think I was just too far away from Tony. I started catching him, but just too far, and Tony did a heck of a job, ran a great race. And so all credit to him, and it's been a fun battle between him and I think if he would have joined the league on week 1, I think this would have been a heck of a points battle to finish up. So congrats to him on the win. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
No, definitely. It was fun watching you guys battle there for about 3/4 of the season or so. I think you're right. Probably would have been a pretty close points battle. A great job bringing it home in P2 and as well as the championship. We'd wrap that up tonight, so congrats on that. Moving on to our winner tonight. Feature winner, Tony Martin, the Surge Performance driver. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Hey, brother. Great race tonight. Way to save fuel, stay out front, managed to put people laps down while doing it. You want to break that down for us and tell us how you did it?
Well, first, congrats to Seth for winning the championship. He ran me clean all year. He's a hell of a driver. Tonight's race, though, it was pretty much like he said, just save tires, save fuel. I'm looking at it now, and it's telling me I had about 10.9 laps left, so I did pretty good saving, and it was pretty much just that, save until about halfway, and then start getting into it.
Sure, definitely a little bit of a unique challenge tonight to close out the season. Congrats on your P2 in the season, coming in late, managing to pull that off is quite the feat. You passed a ton of people that were here a lot more races than you, so great job on that tonight, sir. You got any sponsors you want to thank?
Oh, yeah, I got this new wrap on, so we better shout out a couple guys here. Gamaldi Technologies, Smoky Designs by Andy, Klosterman Engraving, and, of course, Team Surge Performance.
All right, awesome. There you have it. Feature winner, Tony Martin. Appreciate you guys coming out. Appreciate everyone being here all season for the SJD Designs Super Late Models. Going to be moving on to the Pro Late Models by Duffer's Driving Range, presented by 5-6 Graphics next season. So we still will have some late models for you, but that'll do it for the SJD Designs Super Late Model season. We appreciate Seth Johnson coming on board, sponsoring it. You need a paint or any sort of graphics at all, get with Seth on Facebook. Look him up, SJD Design, one of the best in the business. He'll hook you up. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.